I've already spent ages painting the models for this and the second episode, so if there's no interest in this, I'm going to be devastated. And also, I'm not entirely sure I can justify buying it without being able to get some sort of content out of it. So I hope you enjoy, genuinely. Hey there, Rebus Forever here. So I've been a bit of a Games Workshop fan ever since I have had memories. I've either dreamed of owning stuff or I've actually owned stuff. I've got a couple of 40k armies and I was playing it up until 7th edition, where I kind of took a break. I saw recently Games Workshop have released a Conquest magazine. It's kind of like an introductory magazine to introduce people to Warhammer, Warhammer 40,000 specifically. And the thing that initially hooked me was that it was £2 and came with some paints, a paintbrush, some models. And obviously it's not going to stay at that level, but if it stays at that level in terms of what you get in the box or with the magazine, it's going to be pretty good value even at the $7.99 that it's going to normally be. Anyway, I'm rationalising now. At the time, it was sort of 4 in the morning when I found out about this, and I sort of accidentally subscribed for the premium monthly Doodah special edition subscription tier. In the morning I sort of regretted that, but I decided that I would, maybe try and do something with it here. So what I'm going to do here is look at the 2 episodes I've been sent, the free stuff that you get with it, I say free, and generally see whether or not it manages to effectively draw me into 8th edition, because I need to buy a lot of rules and codexes to bring my collection up to date. So inside episode 1, you get free, it'd be good if I knew what was in episode 1. What are you fellas called? Inside episode 1, you get a magazine, which isn't actually that bad. Yeah, sort of contains an introduction to the lore, where the 40k universe is currently at, which I didn't know, and I've actually enjoyed reading it. It might not be designed for my age group, but that's kind of the way with 40k. They try and sort of cater to the older and the younger audience all at once. There's a bit of a modelling guide. I'm not entirely sure how much of this I can show. I'm going to need to do some research. But for now, you got yourself a magazine. There are free paints. This I doubt I will use because I collect Dark Angels in terms of Space Marines. Not a big Space Marines fan, but it's handy to have a spare army. I also doubt I'll use this as instructed, because Dark Angels don't particularly suit golden armor details, I don't think. This I will most certainly use because it's always been the basic undercoat, unless you're going with skull white. Trends might have changed these days. You also got your free Primaris Essensias or something. I'm not entirely sure of the name. Oh, hopefully it will be in text somewhere on the screen. But despite the fact these are sort of easy assemble Space Marines, they look pretty decent. It'd be nice if there was some focus. I imagine you could probably put these together without any glue, but I will be gluing them. But not bad, £2 for free models is better than you normally get in a Games Workshop shop. And also a brush, which sadly has some sticky residue on it. In episode 1 you also get a big massive poster that I doubt I could fit on here if I wanted, and also a whole bunch of information about what will be coming with the magazine. Very much a teaser item. Episode 2, you get yourself another magazine, which of course you're probably expecting that. Some more tips, but specifically focusing on the Plague Marines that you get with the magazine. You don't get as much stuff this time round, but to focus on that, I haven't actually opened this yet, as your eyes were probably informing you. felt like, there is a bit of sticky on here. They've saved themselves some money this time by only having one. Okay, well these are some chunky Death Guard. I have some Death Guard, but I don't believe that weapon was an option when I last looked. But I never had a Death Guard Codex. I actually just ran Chaos Space Marines with Nurgle units. You could pick some Plague Marines as elites in the old Codex, so maybe this weapon's always been available for Plague Marines in the Death Guard Army Codex, I don't know. But £3 for some Plague Marines is always good value. Oh, actually, this wasn't £3. This episode was £5, so it's creeping up in value, and you get slightly less. 3 models still, and they're all good. Only 1 paint this time, and that's a paint I will use a lot. All of my Nurgle models have been produced by mixing together a whole bunch of paints, and I'm no expert painter. This was very much just practice, because I ended up with some plastic Chaos Spawns on the cheap, so I just thought I'd have a go. I didn't get an effect I wanted on any of the bone parts, but I'm pretty sure in time I could highlight that and make it look better. Anyway, Death Guard paint, excellent. That will be very useful. Bases and some dice, which is all useful. So that's what you'd get with the magazine. If you subscribe, then you also get some other stuff. They give you some glue, which is handy. I'll be using that. Some Games Workshop wire cutters, which sadly aren't as substantial as the old ones. I think that the some dog hair on there. I think Games Workshop plastic cutters are brilliant, and I have no experience of these ones. Hopefully they are just as good, but I am slightly sad they've maybe cheaped out. The head looks identical, maybe they've just changed the handles. Fingers crossed. Anyway, some wire cutters, plastic cutters. A tool for removing model mold lines or flash from resin cast. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. I've only ever filed off any of the mold lines. Got a bit of tape resiliently holding on there. I feel like there was supposed to be 4 things. Glue, cutters, mold line remover. I see. I get a painting handle, but not yet. So 3 gifts were all I was supposed to get in these first 2 deliveries. And also, because I went premium, I've got like a battle mat for some sort of game I expect they're producing. I'm pretty sure this is the premium. Looks like it. Either this is a premium game mat, which is a bit of a shame because it's not very premium, or this is something that would have come with this episode. I feel like probably this would have come with number 2 because there are sort of rules inside it. So yeah, ignore me. I haven't got a battle mat. This just came with episode 2. So yeah, I'll probably, between now and the next lot coming, I'll record painting these, and put that at the beginning before looking at the magazine next time. So I'm hoping not to do anything more than 1 video a fortnight. And hopefully I'll learn a reasonable amount about how to use my camera in the process, and also the new 40k. Maybe I'll have a game with myself of the rules that they contain for this sort of stripped down version. But yeah, if you've ever been interested in 40k, thought about giving it a try, or you've seen this magazine, I hope this little series of videos is of some interest to you. Thanks for watching, and if there's anything you think I should have included in this video that I haven't, let me know for next time. Toodle pip.